Good afternoon, class of 2021. It is Mr. Bobbitt checking in here. Today's date is January 22nd. It is a Friday. Hope you're having a great day and you're getting ready for a fantastic weekend. With me today is a former New Albany High School student and proud New Albany graduate, Abigail Scott, who's currently at IU Bloomington. And today we wanted to share with you some information about the IU Bloomington Cox Scholarship. So, Abigail, at this time, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Abigail Scott. I'm a current sophomore at IU. I'm in the Kelley School of Business, so I'm studying marketing, professional sales, and operations management with a minor in nonprofit management. So I kind of have my foot all over the place at IU right now. I'm involved in like several organizations on campus. Love Bloomington. It's such a great place to go. But I actually have the Cox Civic Scholarship here at IU. Which is like a full ride scholarship to IU. They pay for everything, room and board, tuition. They give you money for books and just living expenses. And so through that, I work 8 to 10 hours a week at a nonprofit called Community Kitchen in Bloomington, which is like a soup kitchen. And so through that, I really get to have like a hands-on experience like with the community and with IU itself.
Fantastic. So with the Cox Scholarship, I know that there are 6 different ones. Would you like to touch base on the different scholarship opportunities that students have?
Yeah, so there's 6 different like specific programs you can go into. I'm in the civic one, which basically a student will be assigned to a different nonprofit in Bloomington, and you kind of like help them gather volunteer efforts between like the IU students and like the community. So really you're like reaching out to different IU students and organizations and like seeing if they'll come in and volunteer and like work with your organization in the community. So that's something that I've absolutely loved about my college experience. I've gotten to meet so many people from that, and I've got to have a lot of like interactions with the different clubs on campus. So that's been really cool for me. But besides the civic scholarship, there's different ones. There's like an access scholarship, research, engagement. I think there's one other one. I don't remember the name.
Exploratory and Legacy, if I remember.
Okay, Exploratory and Legacy. Yeah. So I don't know a whole lot about some of them. I know some people are peer tutors on campus. I know with the research one, you're working with different professors doing research and like labs and things. And then I know some other ones are working with like volunteers in the community, but like through IU service learning classes. So it's really just different based off of what you're interested in. They try to like match you with the group that they think would like best suit your major and best suit your personality.
Fantastic. So if a student right now is interested, they're watching this video, they're like, you know what, I need to jump on this. Where do we go? Where do we apply? When's the deadline? What's the next steps?
So what I would do is to go on to just the internet, Google, just look up IU Bloomington Cox Scholarship. You should be able to find a link. It'll take you to a page. It'll show you like what the Cox Scholarship is. It'll give you a lot of background on like who Jesse Cox was and why he donated his like $92 million estate to IU, the different things that the scholarship does. It'll tell you a little bit more information about each specific scholarship. And it should just have a general button you can click like apply now. And if you click on that, I think you might have to log in with like your IU ID. And then from there, you'll fill out like essay questions. The process is a little different this year. I think that there's only going to be essay questions. There's not going to be an interview. So I would definitely make sure like when you're applying, like make sure all of your writing is like really precise and you're really getting your story across in that, because they're not going to have an opportunity to like see you face to face and really get to know your personality and get to know your story. So I think that writing piece would be really essential to you getting the scholarship.
That is outstanding. So students, deadline coming up February 1st. You can access that application on the indiana.edu or a simple Google search will get you there so that you can start that process. If you have any questions, I'm here. And I'm sure that if you wanted to reach out to Abigail, I can get you connected with her if you have any specific questions. So quick summary about your experience with this program. How would you sum it up, and how has it shaped your experience at IU Bloomington?
I would honestly say like this scholarship program has been one of my favorite things about my experience at IU. Like not only do you get like a full ride to IU, you're like getting paid to work in this organization. So you're basically making money going to college. And all of like my advisors that I've had, my boss, like literally I call my boss June, I call her my Bloomington mom, and I call Brandon my scholarship. He's like my Bloomington dad. Like I go to them for like anything I need. Like I can just talk to him about like anything that's going on in my life. Like I've like been in like Brandon's office, like I've been stressed out about school. I've just like go in his office and cry or something. Like if you're stressed out, like they are the nicest people that you'll ever meet. And like they have so many opportunities that you can do through that. Like they have like study breaks where you can go to like different like coffee shops or like a frozen yogurt place on campus, and like you can study with different people in your scholarship, and they'll like buy your food and like your coffee that you're using on that day. They have like different fun events you can go do. Like they have like laser tag, like pre-COVID. They've done like scavenger hunts and stuff around campus. So like I've just met a ton of like super nice people through this scholarship. And not only like do you get to like meet all these people and you get scholarship paid for, but you really get to look at like the Bloomington community. And it's something that not a lot of IU students get to see as much, because when you're like on campus, you're in this bubble of like, this is IU's like so great and stuff, but you don't really see like all of the struggles and stuff going on in the community. So it really opens your eyes to like a lot of stuff about Bloomington and the community that you just like wouldn't really know if you like weren't a part of the scholarship program. So I would definitely say apply. Probably one of the best things that I ever did in high school was apply for this scholarship. So I'd give it like a 10 out of 10, like go for it. If anyone wants me to read over their essays, like I'd be more than happy to like help read them over and like give you any tips or suggestions that you might want for that.
Well, fantastic. So just a few more questions, Abigail, if you do not mind. Right now, it's obviously a weird time, but if you had to give some advice to our current seniors, those who are headed to IU Bloomington, or maybe those who are headed to a different college campus, what advice would you give our current seniors?
Ooh, let me think 1 second.
And while she's thinking, seniors, I did not give her these questions beforehand, so I'm putting her on the spot a little bit. So advice that you would give current seniors.
I would definitely say, like as a senior, apply for as many scholarships as you can, because like college is really expensive. And I've seen like with a lot of my friends, they're like, oh, I wish I would have like applied for more scholarships and stuff in high school. And like once you get to college, like it's like such a great experience, but also like just to make sure like when you're in high school, like you spend a lot of time, like you're so focused and you're in the schedule of like all day, like doing stuff. Like when you get to college, just like make sure you don't like kind of like zone out and you're like, oh, well, I only have like 2 classes a day. So like I can just like nap all day or like do whatever I want. Like make sure you do something to like keep yourself in a routine, because that's like really essential to like getting good grades in college and to being successful. And like also like when you come to college, like I'd say don't be afraid to just like talk to random people. Like that's how I met my best friends here, is like on my floor in my dorm. Like we just like left our doors open and like started talking to people, because everyone's in that same situation of like, you might go to college and know a few people from high school, but everyone's in that same situation of, I don't know a lot of people here. Like, I just want to make friends. And so like, you'll meet just like so many amazing people that like, if you just, I don't know, like don't be on your phone. Like when you're in the food court, just like go up and like talk to a random person, like just meet a bunch of like amazing people and just don't be afraid to like put yourself out there.
Love it. Love it. So for students that are headed to IU Bloomington, your favorite place to study on campus before COVID, obviously, but give us the best place to study on campus.
So I would say the SPIA library. It's between Hodge Hall, which is the Kelley School of Business, and SPIA. And I personally study there because I'm in a business fraternity. And so we have like these things called SPIA tables. And basically anyone in like our business frat can just like go there and hang out. And like you're surrounded by like a lot of people like in that area of like your same majors and stuff. So like there's always a ton of help. They even have like little study rooms you can like rent out and stuff if you want it to be quiet. So definitely my favorite place. They have some really good food in the cafe there. Like I spent hours there like last year. So
awesome. Well, everyone's undergraduate experience, at least that I know of, is shaped by the power of coffee. So tell us the best place to get a cup of coffee on campus.
So I'm actually not a big coffee person. I drink a lot of tea.
Okay.
But I will say there is always like an hour to like 30-minute line at the Starbucks at the IMU on campus. So like make sure you have time if you want to go to the Starbucks. But if not, I've also heard that there's a coffee shop in the basement of the library that's really good too. So if you want a shorter line, go there.
Nice. And then my last question, thinking back of your experience here at New Albany High School, how did graduating from New Albany help you achieve the things that you're achieving right now at IU Bloomington?
I'd say New Albany really helped me to get ahead because of all of the different college classes that were offered. So for me, I took like finite and I took like microeconomics. And a lot of these in calculus, a lot of these classes that are required as like freshmen in college. And I think like at New Albany, like you have like great teachers and like they really help you through it. I think it is like a little easier than some of these college classes. So like definitely getting that dual credit like helps a lot. Like I know a lot of my friends like really struggled with like finite, but I was like, thank God I took that in high school because like I am not a big math person. So like I would definitely say like underclassmen like to take advantage of like all of these opportunities for like college credits, get as many as you can in because once you get to college, like you can either graduate early or it gives you time to like focus on like more majors and things that you're interested in, which is what I'm doing with it.
Yeah, because let's just touch on that really quick because you told me before we started the call that because you had earned so many college credits, you're able to stack some different concentrations within your undergraduate experience. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I came in with like 60 credits for college. So right now I'm actually like a senior technically in college with all the credits that I have. And so I actually have 3 majors and 1 minor just because like I would have had to like graduate early because I like had all my classes and stuff like already done that I needed for the most part for my like I guess like undergrad like general ed classes. So I've like added more majors and stuff just so I can like stay at IU longer because my scholarship is paying for my college. I'm just like taking as big of an advantage of it as I can.
Yeah, well, leaving IU Bloomington with what 4 college degrees in
Yeah.
total and a minor, that's not bad. That's not bad. So, listen, Abigail, we are incredibly proud of you and the work that you're doing up at IU Bloomington. Keep it up. And students, you know about the Cox Scholarship now. So if you are interested in applying or you have questions, I'm here. If you wanted to reach out to Abigail, I'll get you connected. But just keep us posted. So, students, have a great day. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk again soon.